My my journey to simplify people who are differently abled and give them a voice and show them what a person uh, it's basically I'm a leader for everybody who are disabled or differently abled, from autism to solo syndrome and everywhere in between.
So we are going to learn more about Soto syndrome in a minute, but let's start on how you like Los Angeles, how do you like the people, and how did you meet Dr. Sanchez, Pedro Sanchez? As many of you guys know, Dr. Sanchez is a genetic doctor. He works at Children's Hospital. I believe he's working at another hospital. Don't quote me on that. I know he's going to kill me later for this, so I know he's listening right now. And he's probably laughing at me right now. So, as many of you guys know, we have a zoo event every year for the 22Q zoo event in Los Angeles, which is May 19th. I met Dr. Sanchez about 7 years ago, and so we both started this zoo event for Los Angeles, and it grew. We have 500 people. You know, they come from Arizona, they come from, everywhere. And so Dr. Sanchez messaged me and he told me about emo. And I said, I would love to have him on the show. So, Dr. Sanchez, I know you're listening. I know you're busy, man. He just had a baby boy not too long ago. And so, how did you meet Dr. Sanchez?
Well, I went to Montreal to a solo syndrome convention where everyone has the same disability, solo syndrome, and he was doing face recognition, like 3D face models, and it just so happened that my mom, let's just say, ran into him when we were at the solo syndrome convention in Montreal, Ontario, Canada, and one thing led to another, and here I am.
And that's how Dr. Sanchez works. He is a miracle worker. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he's one of the few doctors I know and trust out here. He deals with different types of syndrome. There are over 7,000 rare diseases out here, and we try to let people know different types of rare diseases that are out here, like Soto syndrome. We're going to learn more about that. We had my friend Donna on the go. She has Turner syndrome. Talked about that. So it's different causes, different events that are happening around, and that people don't know and be aware of. So that's what we try to focus on. And sometimes we have a little fun. We get sidetracked and not do the awareness. Different causes and events. We have different artists coming in, different celebrities. So talk about Soto syndrome. So what is Soto syndrome?
S1 gene, I do believe.
Can you?
And that's D1 gene.
Can you explain what MS1 gene is to my listeners?
So I say a lot when I talk.
Okay.
Plus, like, as you've been hearing as I'm talking.
Okay, and what else do you?
And it's very genetically my muscle, like I'm very skinny because I had advanced muscle and bone growth.
Okay.
And it's either the muscle to bone or bone to muscle grew faster than the other.
Okay.
So I'm genetically skinny.
Oh, so that means you can't put on that much weight, especially around Christmas time when you eat a turkey, right?
Yes, yes.
See, I wish I had that. And my next question is Soto syndrome. Do you guys have awareness month for that? Do you know the colors for your syndrome?
No.
Oh, wow. You see, that's kind of like the people here want to know, okay, how do we support this cause? What colors do we look for? And how many people know about Soto syndrome? And Is it 1 out of 1,000?
It's 1 out of 50 to 100,000.
Okay.
It is very rare, and we have found that most doctors don't even know about it.
Oh, okay. See, there you go. And that's how medical science works. You don't even know. For myself, I'm the only one that has 22q in my family. I got it by accident. So,
See, when he
okay.
was 2 years old. So we kept taking him to the Children's Hospital in Toronto. And a geneticist just came by and came in and said, your son has Soto syndrome. We had no idea.
Oh, wow. No testing, nothing?
No.
Wow. Okay.
Because when they're young, it's a whole symptom. They have a very high forehead. They have a very narrow face. So he could tell by the structure of his face that he had it.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. Because, see, with me, I took a genetic testing. That's how I had the syndrome. I got diagnosed at the age of 35. Never, yeah. And the doctors knew, but they never told my mom and dad.
Huh.
So, but with Soto syndrome, do they have like a conference every year? Or?
Yes, they do have it every year. In different places around the world, and where people with with Soto syndrome can go and hang out and talk to others with it too, and I'm sure there are I'm sure there are like other gatherings like the Soto syndrome conference. Like I'm sure there's like for all disabilities.
Oh, yes. There is actually a syndrome awareness, different types of awareness throughout the whole month. For example, if I could go online and check out when Soto syndrome is.
Actually, September 6th is
Okay.
Soto Syndrome Awareness Day.
There you go. Cool. And then we can find out the colors, but you guys don't see. And I just happened to look up here on the internet. So it does show you like the different faces, different features, and so how it's inherited. You guys can go online and go check it out and Google and just Google it. It says, like Emo said, it is a rare genetic disorder characterized by excessive physical growth during the first year's life. Excessive growth often starts in infancy and continues into the early teenage years. Now, what is the life expectancy of Soto syndrome? Have they told you about that, Evo?
It's let's just I watch a lot of YouTube, but we will get more to that later.
Okay.
But so it's non-life threatening, and people who have Soto syndrome can live for for a long time.
Nice. So is there like any surgeries involved or any I know you have to see a lot of specialists for doctors, and I just pulled up the colors for Soto. So if you guys don't know what it is, it's yellow and purple, just like your mom's color.
Didn't.
So there you go. So they do have different ribbons for different causes and events, and they even show pictures on what Soto looks like. So you can click on this little box right here, and it gives you what Lisa was talking about. What is that? Okay, I don't know anything about science, so it gives you different structures and stuff like that, and it has different faces, different awareness, stuff like that. So this is, you could go on to Google. Do they have a foundation for Soto syndrome, Evo?
Yes.
Now, where can they go for that? Oh,
Um,
right here, look. I found it for you. It is Soto Sidner Support Association. So are you guys are part of that group?
yes.
So you could go there and learn about the resources. And they just pulled up a conference up here in Boston, Massachusetts, so you guys could go see it. So there you go, learn about Soto syndrome and all this. I'm learning as I go, like you guys. So every person that I meet, they always have a different story, and we're gonna talk about emos music in a few minutes, and we're gonna be playing Man in the Mirror right now. Do you guys like Michael Jackson? I hope you guys are okay with Michael Jackson. And so we're gonna take a little commercial break, and then we're gonna have Emo set up his guitar, and then we'll go from there, and then we're gonna have a lot of fun here at the awareness show. So we're gonna take a little break. And we are back, and we are having too much fun here at the Awareness Show, and we are talking about Soto syndrome. If you guys are just tuning in for the first time, you guys could go to Google, look for more on that online. And Eagle told me he started his own YouTube channel, and you can find himself. You can go online and check out his YouTube channel, and it is Face of St. Catherine's on YouTube channel, so you can check it out. Check him out, and he's gonna be playing. He's gonna be playing a little song for us online right now. How did you get inspired, and why did you want to play with the guitar of all instruments? May I ask?
Well, my favorite band, Kiss, actually inspired me. Believe it or not, I have one of those celebrity. You know how some celebrities who play music, they were when they were babies or in their parents that while they were in the womb, their parent went to a concert.
Yeah.
Well, my mom can tell, like, what my mom can tell.
I went to see Robert Plant of Led Zeppelin.
Nice.
About 7 months pregnant.
Oh, okay.
And his father also plays guitar as well,
Ooh.
which I think was his first inspiration.
There you go. And so you just picked it up, and so that has actually been a musical therapy for you when you're not thinking, or you just want to escape and just have fun. Now, Evo, let me ask you a question. Have you seen Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes, I have.
And did you like it?
Yes. I'm sure if he didn't, I'm sure if Freddie Mercury, God bless him, was still around, me and him would have a ball together.
Oh, do you know how to play any Queen songs on your guitar?
Why, yes.
Well, you know what? Let's play some Queen. And what other songs do you like to play on your guitar?
I have 2 originals and other than and I know only one Queen song.
Well, we're going to start off with the original, and then we'll play a Queen song after that. How does that sound?
All right.
So you hit it away, and we're going to do a little Facebook Live. So the mics are going to be on, so you guys can actually hear the acoustic guitar solo by Evo. And you can look for his YouTube channel right on YouTube. So, Evo, take it away.
All right. Life
Okay, Queen it is.
Uh-oh, let's do a little Queen, guys. This is Evo from Canada, my girlfriend. And Evo, can you play one more song? Play your other original song.
Oh, I was thinking Johnny Cash, but okay.
Okay. I wrote this about the town that about the people who inspire me. When I moved to the small town, I didn't know who was living around. The people that I admire light my fire in my small town. A new country bar was opening, so I went down to check it out. I met my friend and music legend Tim Hicks, and we became acquaintances in my small town. I went to a school, shook the hands and smiled at the most beautiful girl. We're still dating and we're soulmates. I hope I never stop dating her for the rest of my days. In my small town, in my small town, in my small town, in my
We're gonna take a little break. I'm gonna get back on the mic, and can you guys still hear me? Yep, good. So, Emo, what do you have a YouTube channel, and can they follow you on YouTube and on Instagram and on Facebook? That's the $1,000,000 question.
Facebook, yes. I mostly use my Facebook and YouTube and Twitter.
Okay. Is it on your business card? And
Yep.
Okay. So I have his business card, and if you guys want to follow him, you can go to the YouTube channel and Face of St. Catherine's on YouTube, and his name is Emo. How do I say it?
Emo Naaman.
Naaman. Okay. So for those that you are just tuning in, we are talking about Soto syndrome, and it is a rare disease. We got connected by Dr. Sanchez, and Becca has met Dr. Sanchez a couple of times, so she knows who Dr. Sanchez is. And Becca is my graphic designer and photographer for the original, and also my business partner in crime. And so she has worked a couple of projects on the 22Q Zoom event. And so Becca, I met Emo through Dr. Sanchez. And so it's been a journey here at KDHR. And I'm very grateful that Becca encouraged me to do KDHR because I didn't think I could handle it, to be honest with you. Emo, I'm going to tell you what she told me. Don't give up on your dreams, and make sure you go after your dreams, and maybe we can see you on a next American Idol.
I actually have, it says, spread the word to end the word, because there's been so much negativity in the past, and then it turns and then the world turns silent about people who have different who are differently abled. So I encourage anybody listening to encourage anybody that you know who has Soto syndrome, autism, whoever is differently abled, to actually start talking about differently abled people, like hashtag it, like hashtag I know somebody who is differently abled, and many good positive awareness hashtags like that, because if you start hashtagging things like that, like hashtag I have autism, or hashtag I have anxiety and depression and stuff like that, which I know is out there. I have anxiety and depression, so you, the listeners, are not alone here, because I have it, so I feel what you're feeling. So yeah, hashtag because if you hashtag what you have, people will like, share, and repost those hashtags, and you will be joining, in a way, a team of a group, of a community that is gonna, like, you're gonna be like, wow, like, it'll blow you away.
Now, do you guys have like events for Soto syndrome, and do you guys have to meet up with people and network with other people who have it and talk about your experience and what other people have experienced?
I believe it or not, if my friend Amber Stevens, who I met at the Soto syndrome conference, is listening to this, I just want to let she's we talk on Facebook, and like she's one of my friends who also has solos.
And so my question is, you know what? You could actually start your own advocacy program for Soto syndrome. I know it's a lot of hard work, but if you have friends and family that want to help you, you can start your own nonprofit organization in Canada and get others out there to help you. It takes money and it takes marketing and graphic designer and a photographer. I'm just saying those are the few key terms that I came to know when I was doing the 22Q walks or the 22Q zoo events. Becca would always tell me you need to think outside of the box and get a 20 or something like a logo out there. And if you have a Soto or if you have your own logo emo, you could put that, and then at the bottom put Soto syndrome awareness, and then you could start hashtagging that on Facebook, on Instagram, make people more aware of Soto syndrome, because it is a rare disease and you want people to know what it is. And I think the more people know what it is, then the more people will be active and help you guys out to get the word out. Because I think can it be cured? That's my question. Is it cured? Is there Mom, you want to answer that question?
Because it is a deletion of a gene like yours, which means at a very almost cellular level, it's, in every gene. So there is no cure for it, no.
So maybe if my listeners are out there and if you guys know somebody who has Soto syndrome, follow Emo on Facebook, and maybe you guys could start a support group on Facebook and get the awareness out that way. You guys
actually joined the Soto syndrome awareness group, actually, and who my friend Amber Stevens is the leader of, and she made the group. So yeah, if you follow the group, and I'm sure Amber Stevens, after if she's listening, would love to have you as a member, because the more members we have, the more awareness Soto syndrome has, and the more awareness Soto syndrome has, the more people will stop criticizing it.
Oh, there you go. And how many people do you have in your Facebook group right now?
That's hard to say.
Is it okay?
But I can honestly, but on my YouTube channel, I currently am at 634 subscribers. So once you subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Emo Naaman, Face of St. Catharines on Ontario on YouTube, that's a group where I will comment. Yeah, and my most popular video is a video called "I Have Soto Syndrome."
Nice. And you know what I could do is I could go online and check that out, and I will tag you in a post, follow Emo on a post, and then do that little, that app thing from Soto syndrome, so they can learn more about Soto syndrome and get more YouTube followers to listen. So I know Soto is the syndrome.
That I don't know.
Okay.
I know the Support Association probably has been around since the 70s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and that's another people don't realize, that there are support groups and associations, but not enough information that needs to get that word out. And like I said, there are over 7,000 different rare diseases, and people don't even know. Like for my syndrome, it's 22Q, D. George, Veliocarditis, whatever you want to call it. It's the second most common to Down syndrome today. And a lot of people did not know that. And they think, oh, you have Down syndrome. It is not Down syndrome. It is a deletion of a missing piece of a chromosome. So you're like, well, you got degeorged. I had one doctor tell me that I was deformed and my chin was undeveloped and this eye gets very tired. I go, thanks for telling me that. I already knew that. Next question. And he was giving me the third degree, and it's hard finding doctors. I know, Emo, you have a hard time because you live in Canada, but how is it different with the doctors out there with us here? Because I know you have Medi-Cal and Medicare or some type of. Is it easier to find doctors out there for you guys out there than it is out if you were to?
It's a struggle
Yeah.
to but it's probably more of a struggle up in Canada than it is down here because it's because they have there's less knowledge of people who are differently abled up there than there is there's more knowledge. Doctors are more knowledgeable down here than up in Canada.
Huh. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I thought it would be in reverse. See, Canada has more, specialties up there. I didn't know. So it's kind of interesting to see how it all plays out here. You know what I'm saying? Now, Ema, what are your plans? What are you going to do here in LA after you see KDHR? Are you guys going to go to Disneyland? Are you going to go see Universal, see Harry Potter? I don't know if you're a fan of Harry Potter.
I am. I actually, when the first...
I already know where you're going with this.
If you could tell, my girlfriend likes Harry Potter.
When the first Harry Potter movie came out, I actually grew up with Harry Potter, like the character, because when he was a kid in the first movie, I was a kid too. So, but when he grew up, close to the part 1 and 2, I was near his age then too. I basically grew up following Harry Potter because I grew.
Well, this one right here will actually be your best friend because she loves Harry Potter. She can tell you what Harry Potter World is. Is this your first time going to Universal Studios?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Becca, you gotta explain what butterbeer is to him.
Actually, hold up. I actually back home in Canada, I actually had butterbeer before.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
I always
I'm sorry, a Harry Potter fan, you don't need to explain what butterbeer is.
We can't. Once I tried it, we kept the bottle on the top of the fridge, basically, and so to remind me, someday I'm gonna have butterbeer again.
Ooh.
And I want to give I went to YouTube Space LA, but I couldn't get in because I don't have enough subscribers. Apparently, you need 15,000 subscribers to get in there, and but there is a YouTube convention that maybe you listeners will know of. It's called VidCon.
Okay.
And it's where I can meet all of you. So I would love to go to VidCon someday, and I probably will because...
Where is it?
It's in Anaheim, California.
Ooh.
Yeah.
At the Anaheim Convention Center.
Becky,
You could
heard
look
about
it
that?
up online.
So we're gonna get you to get maybe hopefully 15,000 listeners. I'm not guaranteed it. I'm not that good. Well, I'll try to get you as much as I can to get people to listen to you. Um, so my question is, what else are you gonna do in LA? Are you gonna go to Disneyland? Are you gonna go to the beach here in LA? I know the weather's been kind of like cold, hot, cold, rainy. You know.
Well, you could. I vlog like I'm vlogging this whole trip, so you could see all the places that I go to on my YouTube channel. Emo Naaman, Face of St. Catherine's on YouTube.
Where are we staying?
We're staying at Venice Beach.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice. That is awesome. And that is the Muscle Beach. Sorry, Muscle Beach, California. It's called Venice Beach. So you guys are gonna see all those muscle guys, bodybuilders, and maybe dogs, a whole bunch of dogs. So you're leaving on the 16th.
Yep.
And so but traffic, I know traffic is hectic out here. It's LA for you. I hate to say it. I'm sorry, guys. So are you guys doing car? Are you guys doing Uber? Are you guys doing Lyft?
We're doing car.
Okay. So how many miles is it here to Canada from LA? Or did you have to fly?
We had to fly 5 hours
Wow.
From Toronto.
from Toronto to get here.
So you guys are on Toronto time still, or are you trying to adjust to the? So by the time you leave, you'll probably get LA time already, and then it's like, time to go. So
Yeah.
our friend Derek, he's up there for the first time in Toronto. He's going to the comic book convention up in Toronto, one of the big ones, I think. And so he does Spider-Man punk. So he's going to be up there for the first time.
Well,
Yeah.
since you bring up conventions, I go to a convention every year called Niagara Falls Comic-Con. So I meet the celebrities. Let's see who I've met. I've met the one who Mark Metcalf, the guy from the Twisted Sister videos.
Okay.
And so many. I'm also a WWE fan.
Yay!
Because and believe it or not, I actually have friends who wrestle in the WWE.
Nice.
You may have heard of for your wrestling fan viewers. I want to say this: I am friends with Roman Reigns of the WWE. Me and him chat on YouTube like all the time. We're like best friends. And the story of how I got how I came together with Roman, how our friendship started, is that I went to a WWE live on TV taping up in Toronto at the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, and a security guard just happens to be at the same Starbucks as me and my friend. So,
awesome.
So I gave her a stack of my YouTube business cards to hand out to the wrestlers, and then all of a sudden I go into the arena, and then you can see it online. It's called me and Seth Rollins burn it down on Monday Night Raw.
Right.
And I'm literally you will see Seth Rollins in the video, and me go yelling at and then after the event I go home, and then all of a sudden the Roman Empire on YouTube, in YouTube chat, messages me, and I thought, oh wait, I know there are copycats. And I did the smart thing, and I asked him, and one thing led to another, and it's the real Roman Reigns. So, and the most recent revival of the Shield, the last ride of the Shield, we talked about that, and I told him that, hey, you guys are brothers. You guys are gonna be like, you're still the Shield, and like I told him something like in the realm of that.
Oh, see, I happen to be a huge WWE fan, and I started watching it when it first came out, 1983, when Hogan lifted Andre the Giant, and I've always wanted Roman Reigns or The Rock to come to the show. I think it would be super cool to have him come out here. Now, Evo, my question is, WrestleMania 36. I'm going with this because it's 2 weeks away, 2 3 weeks away. I'm a huge fan of this. Triple H and Batista. Who do you think is gonna win?
Ooh.
I'm gonna say here's my outtake. I'm gonna say Ric Flair is gonna interject. Maybe Shawn Michaels have Brutes in the corner and Rocket of Batista. I'm just saying, Guardian Galaxy.
Wow.
I'm just saying, it might happen. You never know.
Well, I think that they're gonna like have a match that's unforgettable.
Yeah.
In fact, to talk about unforgettable, it just and Comic-Con Niagara, and since we're talking WWE superstars and stuff, apparently The Undertaker is coming to Niagara Falls Comic-Con.
Ah!
Yeah, so since I go every year, yeah,
Speaking of, you might want to hook up with my friend Allison Oyster. She works over at Comic-Con, and she's a volunteer, and she also has 22q syndrome. Another fantastic lady, I might add. So you want to meet up with her at Comic-Con in Niagara Falls. She's always over there. You know, she met Shawn Michaels. She's met some of the superstars. I wish I could go to Comic-Con, take Becca with me, and go over all the not the superstars, but the comics over there. She'd probably like Baby Groot.
We would divide and conquer because we work at 2 different bases. And when it comes to pops and all the other things that I would go to Comic-Con for, we would probably end up separating after a while.
I would go to the WWE section because she knows I like WWE, and she would go to the Marvel. She would go to
but also like the whole
Rick and Morty.
Depending on which Comic-Con you're going to, I'll get my behind in the Funko line before anything else.
Have you seen Captain Marvel yet?
Not yet.
No.
That is our next. Ooh.
Oh, it was so good.
well,
I have mixed emotions about that.
I have a surprise for you
Uh-oh.
to tell you. I've actually the guy who since you were brought up Andre the Giant, the guy who Andre the Giant inspired to be a giant in the WWE, Big Show.
Yep.
He was at Niagara Falls Comic-Con last year, and since I'm a YouTuber, I went to his Q&A, and I asked him, I used to say special needs all the time.
Right.
But he actually changed my mind to, I was at the Q&A, and I was up at the microphone, and I said, hey, I'm a supporter of special needs people, and whoa. Differently abled? I used to say special needs all the time, and then he inspired me to start saying differently abled than special needs.
Ooh, how cool. Well, you know what? Our time is up. Evo, we're gonna be taking a picture real quick. I gotta wait for my other guest. He's the studio coming up. Becca, is there any last words you want to talk to Evo or say goodbye because they're going back to Canada?
Oh, not on the air?
Yeah. Oh, not on the air. Okay. But we love Evo. Next time you're out here, you're more than welcome to come back here and talk about Soto syndrome. We'll talk about WWE. My last quote of the day. I went to my first WrestleMania, Wrestle 10, Bret the Hitman Hart, Shawn Michaels, 60-man Iron Man match. That was, my dad had got me that. Sat back, 9 rows back. And when he flew over my head for the first time, I was like, ah.
Oh, so wait a minute. Are you telling me if I, like, somehow go back to that video where he's coming in on the harness?
You might see how young I was and how small I was.
Wow.
That happened over 20 years. Yeah, 20 years ago.
So since we're off the air now.
Let me just do that. Let me say goodbye to my listeners real quick.
Actually, I want to say goodbye to them too.
Can I just thank you very much for having me and Mo on your show?
You're welcome. Dr. Sanchez, I know you're listening. I will talk to you later. Thank you very much for our guest today. The